This is Jonathan Adler for the US Nationalist report, the California Infowarrior report, and the Infowarriors California Facebook group. Thanks for watching. This is an urgent emergency transmission. I haven't been on the group for over a couple weeks. I was suspended again by Facebook. This is like the fifth or sixth time I've been suspended. This time it was because it's not even something I really posted. I posted an old video I did where I was critical of illegal aliens. And so they suspended me 30 days for that. So I do have an urgent report. As you know, I've been reporting on the border crisis. We have a very urgent situation. I've just been monitoring other activists, what they've been doing. I was watching, I believe her name's Amy Sutton. She was at the airport today, and they were reporting on 3 planes coming in from Brownsville, Texas. With, she said there's about 155 illegal aliens on each plane. So that's almost 500 people being transported to San Diego in one day from Brownsville, Texas. So this is a very serious development. It's a very bad development for American patriots that the government is continuing to allow illegal aliens in the United States. I strongly urge all patriotic Americans to constantly email, call, visit in person the government, especially the federal government, and tell them you want Army guarding our border, and not just standing at the border, not doing law enforcement, but you want the Army actually keeping the invaders out of the United States. Doesn't mean it has to be lethal force. It could be water cannons, tear gas, just physically keeping them from coming into the United States. But the law is that the federal government is supposed to protect our country from invasion. It's according to the US Constitution, Article 4, Section 4, requires the government to protect all 50 states from foreign invasion. So remember, anytime Border Patrol, DHS, these agencies are helping illegals in the country, they're actually violating the Constitution. If you're Border Patrol and you're helping the illegals in the United States, you're actually committing treason. And you're better off not following orders than violating our Constitution and threatening our national security. It's gotten to the point where people are going to have to stop following orders. I also recommend that US citizens start organizing militias in your home cities. This is a maximum red alert transmission, border crisis national security advisory. Again, I repeat, this is an emergency transmission, maximum emergency. We are being invaded on our southern border. These are mostly unarmed people, but they are presenting a major danger to the people of the United States. Most of these people are undocumented, which means we don't know their backgrounds. They could have committed serious crimes in their home countries. In many of these third world countries, there's no records on these people. So we should never be admitting unknown people into the country. This is a major crime threat because they could have murdered, raped, molested people in their home countries. And if there's no records on these people, we're subjecting Americans to a huge criminal threat. This is a real crime by the government to continue to let these people into the United States. Trump is doing what he can to stop this, but you have to remember there's still thousands of traitors in the government. They may not be following Trump's orders. So we all need to get active to demand the government protect the border. Now, my advice is we give the government no more than a month to secure the border with regular army. And if they refuse to stop the invaders, and if they continue to settle them in the United States, we will have to send armed militia to the border to stop this invasion. Remember, it is not acceptable to have army down there or National Guard or Border Patrol if they continue to bring the invaders in and release them in the United States. It's not enough that they're just at the border. If the rules of engagement are that they let anybody in that asks for asylum, that's not acceptable. This whole asylum system is a fraud. There is a quota on refugees and asylees, and they've already exceeded the quota. So there's no legal legitimate reason to accept any more of these refugee asylum people. And it does violate our Constitution to let foreign trespassers into the country. That is an invasion. If they want asylum, the law is they're supposed to stay in Mexico or their home country, apply there, and only enter the United States if they're approved for asylum. The government is not supposed to be letting them in first and then letting them stay in the United States until they get an asylum decision. This is what you call a Trojan horse the globalists are using to destroy the United States from within, so we need to be fighting this. Okay, so I recommend all patriots watching this video, tell all your friends. This is the biggest threat to the United States, probably in the past 50 years at least. This could take down the country. That's what the globalists want. So you need to all be doing whatever you can lawfully to tell the government to put U.S. Army on the border, stop, catch, and release, and get the wall finished. But remember, the wall could take a couple of years, so Army can be deployed to the border within a month. Okay, and remember, we have our Army guarding South Korea, Iraq, Afghanistan, Germany, but they're not guarding our own borders. That's ridiculous. The Constitution does not say we're supposed to be world police. It does not say we're supposed to be guarding foreign countries. It only says, according to Article 4, Section 4, that the U.S. Army is supposed to protect and defend all 50 states from foreign invasion. That's the only requirement. That is the main, number one, and constitutionally the only purpose of the U.S. military is defend the United States, not any foreign countries. Okay, so you need to remind your representatives that. And we can't be world police. And if millions more of these invaders get into the United States, they'll all vote for more traitors to destroy our country and to steal more of our tax money paying for the freeloaders. Now, number two, like I said, all American patriots must be organizing militias in your home cities. You must all start organizing if you want to survive this. This is a survival situation right now. You should all be organizing militias in your home cities. Now, what you then do is you want to identify traitors in your local government, gun grabbers, and major employers of the illegal aliens in your home cities. Then get some legal lawyers on your side and figure out some way to do citizen's arrest on these people and remove them from the government. Try to figure out a legal, lawful way to do that, to get the traitors out of the government. Legally, if they're helping the foreign illegal aliens, giving them jobs, or helping them stay in the United States, they are committing serious crime. And it does constitute treason. So militias have the right to arrest these people and charge them with treason. Secondly, we don't want you all down here at the border. Like I said, the illegals are being distributed all over the United States. So you want to deal with the issues in your home community. Try to keep them from jobs and getting government handouts in your local community. Try to get the local government traitors arrested. And then you also want to set aside 10 to 20% of your local militia to go down to the southwest border and help us at the border. Okay, we're probably, hold on guys, I got people interrupting, I can't hear. All right, we need about 250,000 armed militia at the border, guys. I repeat, we need about 250,000 at least armed U.S. citizen militia, loyal citizen militia guarding our border. And we have to stop this invasion. Border Patrol, I recommend all Border Patrol, I demand all Border Patrol stop helping the illegals in the United States. You do have the legal right to refuse orders to bring the illegals in. Just like the Nazis at Nuremberg, they couldn't use the excuse just following orders to murder innocent people in Europe. It's not a legitimate excuse to just follow orders. If the orders violate the Constitution, you do not follow those orders. Okay, so I recommend all militias nationwide set aside 10 to 20% of your people to send to the border states, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. And we'll give the U.S. Army 1 month to stop the invasion, secure the border. If they don't do that, then militia needs to stop this invasion. Citizen militia will have to stop the invasion. We don't have any other choice, guys. And legally and lawfully, we have the right to do that. Remember to email me at jonathanadlermedia@mail.com. I'm looking for people that want to participate in our border task force here in California and Arizona. You're welcome to participate if you're a loyal U.S. citizen. Remember to email me if you want to do that. Now, the other thing I want to report is Patriot Sutton said they're flying in the planes from Brownsville. They're releasing them in the community here. And I was also watching a Mexican nationalist, I think his name's Blue, Oscar Blue, and he said that there are confirmed cases of Ebola, African migrants with Ebola in Tachapula, Mexico, in southern Mexico. And there are now thousands of Africans from Congo, Somalia, Nigeria. These are countries with major disease outbreaks, probable Ebola victims. Thousands of these Africans are waiting at the Laredo border station and demanding asylum in the United States. So we have to stop this. It's a red alert situation. This is a threat to our national security. We have no obligation to accept any more people just because they ask for asylum, because it is a threat to our national security and our public health. Because there's confirmed cases of Ebola, and in this population of Africans, these aren't just Latin Americans. Now we have thousands of Africans that want to come to the United States. So we have to stop this, guys. It's a national emergency. These people have Ebola. They have diseases we don't even know about. We have to think about our children, our families. It's not acceptable to let any more of these people in the United States. And I also was researching this. I found out there's large numbers of people with TB, tuberculosis, in these illegal alien groups trying to get into the United States. About half the people that have TB are trying to come over in McAllen, Texas, and Laredo. So we have to stop this. It's a national emergency. These people are bringing in deadly diseases that could kill millions of U.S. citizens. Okay, so I'm going to report more on this tomorrow. Remember, I'm doing this full-time activism, and there's not a lot of people like me helping to secure the border and doing the right thing to protect our people. Unfortunately, the government's not doing its job. And I've been protesting that. I've been confronting military people here, telling them they should volunteer to protect our border. If they're Navy, I don't care what they are. If they're trained soldiers, they should be helping to protect the border, not be sitting in an office or going to Afghanistan or South Korea. Their job is to protect the United States. So I've been having to remind people of that. I plan to go down to the border areas soon too to help out. I'm based here in San Diego. Right now I'm gathering more intelligence, and it is important to donate money if you can help out at the border here, guys. It's important to donate contributions because I'm doing this full time. This isn't a joke, guys. It's a joke, folks. It's not a scam. I'm doing this full time because I'm trying to protect this country. And donations need to come in so patriots like me can get the job done here because the government is refusing to do the job. We have to put a lot more pressure on the government to protect the border. And like I said, we have to start organizing militias anyway because we have to deal with the internal problems that the government's created under Obama and the Bushes and Clintons. We already have millions of illegals already in the country. We have confirmed Muslim terrorist camps in the United States. So we're going to have to organize militias anyway because the government let things totally get out of hand. Okay, so I'm going to end this transmission. Thanks for watching. This is Jonathan Adler for the US Nationalist Report, California Infowarrior Report, and Infowarriors California signing off. Thanks for watching.